Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel at Dolls on Skates here on YouTube and also at Dolls on Skates over on Instagram. In today's video, I am going to be showing you all of my American Girl doll pajamas. So some are non-American Girl brand, some are American Girl brand, and yeah, those are the only two options. Some are not AG and some are AG. But yes, I'm going to use Nenea here to be modeling the pajamas, and I am super excited to show you my American Girl pajama collection. So let's get started by just jumping into this first set of pajamas here, and I also have my bag of slippers. So this first outfit is from the Springfield collection, which used to be an 18-inch sized brand at the Michael's craft store. And it is discontinued. I got this, it was probably before 2010 even, maybe around then though, 2008 to 2010ish. I got this, and it was originally called the Springfield Nightie and Blanket, and then it came with a blanket that it was an interesting quality. It kind of just felt like a piece of felt cut out. But yeah, I actually don't think that the Springfield collection exists anymore. I think that that brand has been discontinued. This item certainly has been, at least. And then, yeah, I go to Michael's somewhat frequently, and I just have not seen Springfield in a long time. But yeah, this outfit, I have no idea what it originally retailed for. I couldn't find that online, but I did find that you can buy it online for like $12 to $18. So if you wanted to own this piece, it's still pretty cheap, even though it's discontinued, just because it's not an American Girl discontinued item. It's the Springfield from Michael's brand. But I really like this. I've used this before, not just for pajamas. Actually, I use it for non-pajamas. I usually use it for an outfit, and I'll pair it with a jacket or whatever. But yeah, just since for the purpose of this video, we're gonna use it as pajamas. So let's go ahead and let Nenea model these pajamas for us. The closure on the back was actually quite tight, and I chose Nenea because I thought that since she's a newer and therefore thinner AG doll, she would be most likely to fit all of these pajamas best. So I'm glad I did that, because even on her, this is pretty tight. And then I have no idea what happened to the blankie that it originally came with. I'm sure I just got rid of it because, like I said, the quality was not really like an actual blanket. It was kind of just a piece of felt cutout. I love these slippers though. They're bunny rabbits. The bunny ears are just felt cut out, but still super cute and have held up to the test of time. Given I haven't really played with this much, the slippers, I guess. I don't usually put them in dolls. Maybe I did when I was younger, but look at that. They're still in really good condition, haven't fallen apart, and like I said, these are over 10 years old for sure. Actually, probably over 15 years old. But yeah, I actually really love these pajamas. These are so precious, and since I haven't really used the slippers much, I haven't really seen them with the nightie for a long time, and I really am liking this. I might have to use these for actual pajamas more and not just an everyday outfit. So yeah, that's super cute. This looks perfect on her actually. Okay, let's go ahead and take this off of Miss Nenea, and then we can get going into the next pajama set, which I also online, it was pretty hard to find information, so I'm not sure exactly what year it sold or how much it retailed for, just like with this nightie. So this next piece is, I know for sure it was from Kohl's because it says that on the inside tag, and I remember walking through malls and whatever and seeing this in store, and it would come with a child size or just human size version. I don't think I ever owned these pajamas though, the human size. Maybe I did. Actually, maybe I did, but didn't wear it for long, because I kind of remember the nightgown now, but I for sure obviously own these. Oh, here's my pup coming in hot. No, you can't be a part of things right now, I'm sorry. You can sit nearby. Oh, so yeah, let's go ahead and put these on her. And I have kind of a theme in my doll pajama collection. Oh, there's a ponytail coming out of her hair. But anyway, there's a theme, which is dachshunds, and so it's actually very apt that my dog walked in now because he is a dachshund, and this is one of 4 pajamas that have a dachshund on it, and I think I tried to put them all in a row, so you are about to see. But here are dachshund pajamas number 1 from Kohl's, and it was part of the doll and me set. So yeah, I think this is really cute, and it actually fits her really well. It looks huge when it's not on, and it is loose, but it would make sense for a little girl or just small child to wear a nightie that is so loose like this. I definitely remember wearing things like this, but then when it comes to the collar, this is pretty fitted. The next set of pajamas will be from Our Generation, and they are the only Our Generation pajamas I own. I also don't really own much Our Generation in general. I have, I think, 1 or 2 pairs of shoes. Well, I have a pair of boots and then I have a pair of roller skates, but yeah, I don't own too much Our Generation these days. But these are super cute. So this is also discontinued, and I couldn't find exactly what years or what price for these as well, but these I bought in the 2020s, so a lot more recent. And online it looked like you could find them for $7 to $12 online, so super cheap if you want to get these discontinued dachshund pajamas from Our Generation. So these Our Generation ones are pretty tight. Like, look at the way it doesn't go up her booty all the way, and then on her waist looks pretty tight, but overall pretty good fit. Let's see. Yeah, this is an Our Generation outfit that has the OG tag right on it, and American Girl is starting to do that recently, and I really don't like it. Just put it in the back like real clothes, or even, you know, there's another tag on the inside, but I really dislike when brands have the tag on the outside of the brand. I just think that it kind of cheapens the outfit. So yeah, I don't really care that much because it is Our Generation, but like I said, when it comes to American Girl, I really don't like that they've started to do that. So yeah, just a note on that. These are a little hard to put over their hands, and I haven't put these pajamas on dolls in a while, but I remember this right hand for some reason being harder no matter what doll I put it on, so I think that it just was sewn pretty tight in manufacturing. Look at it, it's still not on her. Okay. Here we go, and if I remember correctly, I think I lost a button. No, there's just only 2 buttons. Okay. I remember there being only 2 buttons, but I thought it was because I had lost one. But no, there's only 2 buttons. So that's also a difference in the quality versus American Girl, is that I feel like you wouldn't really see that on the pajamas, or just on an outfit in general. I feel like there would be more than 1 button. But still super cute. Obviously I really love dachshunds, so yeah. This is very precious. And I almost forgot, this actually might be one of my favorite parts of the Our Generation pajamas, is it came with these socks. Just fuzzy, neon, cute. And it also came with a small dachshund stuffed animal, which was blue, and I do still have it, but it is just tucked away in a different doll caboodle. Then we should just do a close-up because truly this is so cute. The fabric, it is pretty thin, but I just think this pattern is really, really adorable. Let's move on to my next pair of dachshund pajamas, and this, it's actually not a set, it's only the bottoms. So I'll take off just the top to show you, or just the bottoms, whoops, from the Our Generation set to show you. And we'll pair it with the Our Generation top really quick, because they are both dachshund jammies. But I got these pajamas from Silly Monkey Doll Clothes. I don't remember if I just said that or not. I have definitely shown his creations a few times in videos, because I really like that creator. So these fit so much better than the Our Generation pants did. because he has American Girl specifically in mind. And yeah, these are so cute. This is ridiculous right now. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Wait a second. Now this is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Let's move on to these gorgeous pajamas, which are Mary Ellen's dachshund pajamas. And these are the final pair of dachshund pajamas that I own. So let's go ahead and put these on Miss Nenea. What did you all think of my dog? Isn't he so adorable? He just was, I got up for a second and then he was laying with Nenea. And so then I had to just throw Scooter in there. Wait a second, these are really tight too around her waist. These kind of fit funny, even though these are American Girl. But at least on the back it looks appropriate and it's not like pulled down like that the way our generation was. But yeah, those are kind of tight. That's interesting. Especially because these would have been made with the American Girl doll's new quality in mind, where they are thinner. Presumably to save on just a little bit of cost with each and every doll, because then they don't have to put as much filling in the dolls. But I have no idea for sure. I don't work for American Girl. Disclaimer. And then, like I was talking about with the our generation dachshund pajamas, with the button situation, yeah, the American Girl ones have four buttons, sorry, on the front here. And as for shoes, so they are kind of these canvasy moccasin style. Do you hear that? It's actually kind of a weird, I don't know, netting on the other side of the canvas, and then the bottom's super plasticky. They don't feel rubbery at all. And then also these shoes I have used for everyday outfit shoes, not just slippers. Oh, so this is such a cute outfit. I absolutely love this on her. And then I had to bring Scooter over to show you Scooter with the pajamas, just because this is Mary Ellen's dachshund. And I think I have definitely shown this in another video, but it's interesting because if this were a true to scale dachshund, he would not be so big. He's almost bigger than the basset hounds, because I have two of Kit's basset hounds and he's huge next to them. They're like the exact same size, if not him thicker. So set him on top of my dog. Sorry to my puppy, we're just messing with him for this video. He's just being so gentle, sleeping away. Okay, let's stop bullying my dog. But yeah, I love these pajamas. Oh, and I don't believe I said yet, but these pajamas sold for 1 year only in the year 2022, and they were $34 at the time of retail purchase, and I did purchase these at the time that they were being sold by American Girl and not discontinued. And I should have been doing this whole video, but for accessibility purposes, because I'm going to try to do this a little more in future videos, these Mary Ellen pajamas, I've already said they're her dachshund pajamas, but you can see, or maybe you can't, that they are actually long-haired dachshunds on the pattern, and my dachshund is a long-haired dachshund. And then it is light pink with a light blue trim for the wrist and the neck cuffs. And I also really enjoy that it has 2 pockets on the front, and the 4 previously mentioned buttons are yellow. Next up, we have Rebecca's pajamas, and these were sold 2009 to 2014 and were $24. I got them when they were discontinued, so I did not get them at the time of the retail pricing. But it is just a one piece. It almost looks like it should be a nightgown, except that the bottoms are pants, and then there is the blue ribbon trim on the legs and also the front here, and 2 tiny pearlescent buttons above the blue ribbon on the front. And so let's go ahead and put this on her. I love these pajamas. I think that they are so classy looking. So there she is in the Rebecca's pajamas. And then we have Rebecca's robe and slippers, which were sold 2009 to 2014 2014. Oh wait, so this was 2009 to 2015, and the robe and slippers were 2009 to 2014. So these stopped being sold a year before this did, I believe. But this was $24 at the time of retail purchase, and then the robe and slippers were also $24 at the time of retail purchase. So if you wanted this full set, it would have been 48 buckaroos at the time, which is kind of interesting. That, I don't know, I just feel like that's interesting that American Girl was doing that in 2009, because we kind of think of them as not price gouging, but just having kind of prices more like that nowadays, not in 2009. So I thought that was really interesting. But I absolutely love this blue robe. It's gorgeous. Only the trim and the ribbon are silky. The pajamas themselves are not, or the robe itself is not. It kind of feels cottony maybe. And then I love the blue pearlescent buttons right here, and then also just this gorgeous design around the buttons. And then these slippers are entirely felt, and they actually remind me of the Springfield collection ones that I had shown earlier. But here they are. I like the trim and the pom-pom on them. So let's go ahead and put them on her. And Anaya's really cute in this outfit. She looks stunning, actually. So there she is. These next pajamas are probably some of my favorites because I also do collect Care Bear. I just haven't shown on this channel before. That's kind of an idea for a future video. I actually might do that when I'm officially moving. I've talked about that in a lot of videos that I am moving apartments right now. And so when I move the Care Bear collection out, I might do a Care Bear video either while I'm like packing them up here or unpacking them there. But our next set of pajamas are Courtney's Care Bear pajamas. I love these, in case you couldn't guess by me talking about my Care Bear collection. So it comes with this nightie and then these slippers, and I really love this set. I don't have the sleepover bag or the tiny Care Bear, but I do have a tiny Wish Bear that I have from my childhood. And then I have two of the small Care Bears from, you can get them for like $4 at Target, maybe Walmart too, and they're just a tiny Care Bear. So yeah, here is the old school Care Bear look. And these pajamas sold in 2020 to 2023, and they were $28 when they were initially released, and then they went up to $30, I'm pretty sure. When I bought them, they were the $28 price because I think I got them in 2020. It might have been 2021, but I think it was before they changed the price, which is only a $2 difference. But isn't that interesting that it was only sold for 3 or 4 years, but it had a price difference in that time? Alright, these next two pairs of pajamas were in my second to last video, but of course if you're watching this anytime in the future and not the immediate days after its video release, then you might not have seen the video before, and so it would be brand new to you, so I will include them anyways. And also I just want to be thorough and show all of my pajamas in this, because they fit into the all my pajamas category, even though they also fit into all my kit collection category. So the next two outfits are my kit pajamas. So I have her nightgown and I have her beach pajamas. Let's go ahead and do beach pajamas first. These sold 2000 to 2011, and I think they were $20 and then 2024, or oh my gosh, $20 and then $24 maybe, I'm pretty sure. And then they were resold in 2022. No, was it a 2024 release for $38? Anyways, these were released when kit was released in the year 2000, and then were discontinued and then re-released again for a kind of 1-year special in the 2020s. But yeah, these are really gorgeous. I almost love them on her more than on Kit. I'm surprised by this. I'm so glad I actually chose to put them in the video too. She's gorgeous. These really suit her. And they are just a beach beachy sailor looking pajama. These maritime flags on the front pocket apparently mean I love you, and then it has a little kerchief, and these pajamas are super silky. Then I have these red shoes with a red pom-pom. Slip them on her feet. And yeah, why not? Let's just go ahead and put the ribbon in her hair too, so she can have the full PJ look. Yeah, she's stunning. I really, really love these on her. Okay, let's move on to Kids Nighty, which sold 2008 to 2020. Oh my god, why do I keep doing that? 2008 to 2015, and I think they were $24 the entire time that they were sold. And I actually have two, so this is my nighty from my youth. And then here is one from my $40 kit lot that I've talked about a few times in videos. Put them side by side. You actually can't tell that much on camera, but in person mine look way dingier and just like lintier. Okay, let's move on to the nighty. And I just remembered I was trying to include if the pajamas included hair pieces too, but the Courtney's Care Bear pajamas come with a scrunchie, and I don't know where it is. It's either on a doll or it's in my ponytail type area, so yeah, I'm honestly not gonna go back and refilm that. So just know that Courtney's Care Bear pajamas do come with a scrunchie, and I really love it. I use it a lot in just outfits, not for pajamas. I also wear scrunchies a lot myself. Check it out. She's really cute in this. I just love Nenea. She is one of my very favorite American Girl dolls. I completely forgot to mention her last time because I was listing a few dolls that I talk about a lot where I'll say, this is one of the best AG has ever made. I'm serious, okay? I'm serious. Addie, Kaya, Nenea, a few of the Truly Me's. So Truly Me 58, Truly Me 21, she's just so iconic. 49 is so iconic. There's so many that I would consider some of the best AG has ever made because of they're iconic. So if you have any Truly Me's or in general dolls that you feel that way about, go ahead and comment it because I'm super interested to hear what you think. I just think it's a little harder for Truly Me to be as iconic because they're not a named character, if that makes sense. Well, not just if they're iconic, because if we're really getting into it, I feel like dolls like Samantha and Kirsten are the most iconic, where if you're not into American Girl, you would recognize them as an icon of American Girl. Whereas some of the Truly Me's you probably wouldn't. You'd be more so just like that might be an American Girl doll. But for collectors and just for the brand, they should be really proud of these dolls is what I'm trying to get down to. And they should be very proud of Nenea because she is one of my personal favorites, and I think that they did really good with her. Unfortunately, you can tell that I went with mine because there's a stain on the nightie that I just realized after I took her picture in it, but let's roll with it. Here she is. She's so beautiful. Also, this view behind her, I'm really gonna miss this when I leave. These next pajamas are an in-store exclusive, so I only have a couple of outfits that were ever an in-store exclusive, and for some reason they're some of my favorites just because it feels exciting and it feels like it's an unexpected collector's item because they weren't being produced to be a collector's item like the Disney dolls. They were just produced, and because they were an in-store exclusive, it's hard to find nowadays. Not many people would have them. And so I got these at the Mall of America. They were sold in 2012 only, and I think they're called the Sweet Dream Pajamas, and it would have been $14 at the time. But I might not be completely correct in that. I just am pretty sure. And so it comes with these capri style pajama bottoms, which are pink and have the American Girl star logo kind of on it. And then also this pink tank top. Now I'm going to be focusing on the buttons. It has 3 buttons, and yeah, it's super cute. I've used both the capris and the tank top for everyday outfits, not just pajamas. Oops, multiple times. I miss the Mall of America American Girl so bad. I haven't been to an American Girl store in years, since I think like at least 8 years. So yeah, it would be really cool to do that again. I hope I get to do that when I go to Chicago soon. But yeah, here she is, super cute in these. And I think I'm gonna have to go over this with an iron, or else I just use my hair straightener on a low setting sometimes to iron out small things like this on doll clothes. Okay, moving on to our last pair of pajamas, and definitely a favorite of mine. These are McKenna's pajamas, and being she was Girl of the Year 2012, they sold only in the year 2012, back when American Girl did that with Girl of the Year stuff. And then they were $24 at the time, and these pajamas I also got at the time. So I got these in 2012, and I love that they come with long pajama pants, which are kind of striped and are purple and green and feature stars on them. And then it comes with this, I think it's called a baseball. Why am I messing up words so much today? I think it's called a baseball style top. So it has a gray center, and then the sleeves are white, and then it has sort of a gymnastics looking swirly on it. I don't know, when you're doing gymnastics and you have that thing, I think that's what it's supposed to be, but nonetheless, I think, to me at least, it definitely brings gymnastics to mind, seeing that little swirl. So this is super cute. Oh, and I'm actually interested to see, because earlier in the video I was hating on how American Girl has their logo on the front. This is from 2012, and they do have the American Girl logo right there. And I don't hate it though, it's actually done pretty tastefully, considering, like, look at it from far away. You really can't even notice it, but. And then I absolutely love these slippers, although they're probably getting a little worn out. Oh man, actually look at the difference in this elastic versus this one. So this one's definitely getting worn out, but these are just purple slippers, and these, I love these because they actually feel like just scaled down slippers. They're the quality is definitely there. Oh yeah, the elastic is, oh, I'm not really able to hold that on anymore. I don't know if you just saw it fall. So let's put on the one where the elastic is not all used up, I guess. There we go. I might have to find a way to, I could potentially cut an elastic in half and then sew it onto the sides of this, or else I could try to take this in. Or I might just be careful when I have it on dolls and just slip the slipper on, because you don't necessarily need that elastic, especially since I don't really play with the dolls like I would when I was a kid. But super, super cute. She is, again, just absolutely stunning in these pajamas. So I think that is it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. This is one I've been looking forward to for a while, so I was definitely excited to show off my American Girl pajamas collection, and we will hopefully catch you next time. Bye! Check out Dolls on Skates on Instagram. Mwah! And then they weren't all the same format, so I had to reformat them down to be able to fit into a video. And then just the way that using iMovie is really weird, because if you do a picture, not a video, it'll like move the picture, but you can choose it. You can make it as still as possible, but it's not completely still if you have a really good eye. So you can choose like a beginning and end shot. So I would just try to do the same frame, but it would, I don't know, it just like moves it. So it was a little difficult, I can't lie. And then when you're adding the picture, you don't know how long you want it to be, because you don't know how long you're going to talk about that picture. So I just made every clip way longer than I actually needed it to be, or that I thought I would. And then I would have to cut the clip down after adding in the voiceover. But then if I ended up talking more and surprising myself because I had them pretty long anyways, then I would have to go and stop the voice recording and then add to the picture. I don't know.